if you're part of the Texit Coin community. If you're a miner, then you need to see this video. If you are not a miner, then you need to go back and watch videos 1, 2, and 3 that gives you an introduction to the crypto world, what Texit Coin is all about, and how you can position yourself for generational wealth.
This is Byron Hamilton, and I am bringing you the 4th video in our training series, and this is all about the power of the 9 mines. This is very, very exciting. If you're able to purchase 9 mines, how do you want to strategize for maximum potential with those 9 mines? This is extremely exciting. Not a lot of people know about this because not a lot of people have purchased 9 mines. Those who have need to understand this, and those of you who haven't, you need to understand the power of having 9 mines. So if you can increase the 9 mines, this is what is available to you. And this is being offered in the month of August. So I'm not sure how long they'll keep this in play, but it's in play now. And if you can take advantage of it, do it now. It'll set you up for years of generational wealth. Here's what happens. If you can buy 9 mines, right now you're getting 2 additional free mines if you buy 9. You got to do that within 30 days of coming into the Texit community. If you are able to buy 9 mines, you get 2 free. That means your mines are functioning as if you got 11 mines. So for example, if 1 mine is producing 2 coins a day, you're able to buy 9 mines. Now you have functionality of 11 mines. And so you're really producing 22 coins a day. And as you know, at the end of the day, it's about the number of coins you've produced. Because if those coins are $16 each, $20 each, $50 or $100 each, you want to have a dump truck full of coins at that value. So it's a matter of the number of coins. So if you can be producing 22 coins a day, that's what you want to be doing. But not only is it the coin production that's the valuable thing, it's the extra 2 tracking centers that the company gives you. They could be also looked at as revenue centers. So if you're producing revenue out of 1 center, now you got 2 other centers in your network where you can produce actual income. Let me show you how this works. I'm going to diagram this out for you on my whiteboard. Give me a minute to set this up. Okay, there we go. So say, for example, you're a brand new miner and you purchased 9 mines, or you did that within your first 30 days. This is what it's going to look like. So you'll get a spot right here on the placement tree, and those other 2 tracking centers or revenue centers will be placed underneath you looking like that. Now, your 9 mines and the additional 2 are up in this first spot. So you've really got the functionality of 11 mines working in this spot. These other 2 are, at this time, flow-through spots, so that you don't have actually any mine production in those other 2 spots at this point. And so your top spot is functioning with all those mines that you purchased, producing all those coins on a daily basis. And from that point on, you will start building under your bottom spot. And you build the left side and you build the right side. After a period of time, your points will be adding up in this bottom revenue center or tracking center. So you'll be getting 3 to 3 points in your bottom spot. And so you qualify to make $1,000 on a weekly basis. If you build it up to 6 to 6 on a weekly basis, you'll qualify to get $2,000 a week. Or if they build up to 9 to 9, you'll qualify for $3,000 a week. And if you are sponsoring people into your left and right side, then you qualify for this actually as cash, or you can get it as Texit Coin, and you can qualify as hash for your mine. So it is looking at the cash potential in your top grid, or what we'll soon be calling commission potential. And based upon that commission potential that you've built up, you're able to get $1,000, $2,000, or $3,000 on a weekly basis. So for example, if you have matched 9 to 9 and you're happy with $2,000 to $3,000 a week in the points that are coming in at that bottom grid, those points are actually moving up here, and you have 18 points here and you have 18 points here on your left side, because those points are moving up the placement tree. So when you're happy with the amount of money that you're getting here on a weekly basis, now you can focus on your second revenue tracking center and start building that up. Let's show you how that works. And so all we need to do now is start building up our right side of number 2 revenue center and building the points on that. So you'll be getting people coming down under here. They're buying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mines, whatever. And those points are now building up on your right side. So in your second square, now, as soon as you get 3 points on your right side, you've met 3 to 3 and you qualify for $1,000 in your second tracking center. You start to see the picture here, how powerful this is. Once you match 6 to 6 over a period of time, then you'll be getting $2,000 at this tracking center. Now, remember, we max out at 9. So those 18 points that are flowing up your left leg at this second center, those are coming down to a 9 on a weekly basis. And that's all you need. It's also happening up at your top center. That's becoming 9 on a weekly basis. So you may look at that on Friday morning and it's 26 points, but by the weekend, it's calculated as 9. And now you can start matching it with 3 points, 6 points, or 9 points. And so ultimately, if you match that with 9 points, you'll be able to get $3,000 on a weekly basis. And again, if you are sponsoring these people, you have the cash potential in your top grid that's shared over these other 2 revenue tracking centers. And so you qualify for this cash, or you've qualified to purchase Texit Coin with that money, or you can get hash for that money, like I've explained in our 3rd video. So you'll be matching 9 to 9 at that point. So you can qualify to get $3,000 on a weekly basis at your bottom spot. That keeps producing for you, sending up points to your second spot, which max out at 9. And as you build that right leg at that second spot, you'll be getting $3,000 out of that spot. Once you're happy with $3,000 a week, or at this point, $6,000 a week, you can now concentrate on your top spot. So the reason why you want to start at the bottom is those points are flowing up. If you start at the top, you're not able to capture those points. They're flowing up above you. So let's show you what happens now at the top spot. So once again, you'll now be building your right leg at your top spot. And again, you'll be bringing people in and setting them up here, or those above you will be putting people down into your organization, because everybody's got a right and a left side. So you can only push your people down a left side or a right side. And so now, before long, you're starting to match points at your top tracking center, and you're only building 1 leg. You built only 1 leg at your second spot, and now at your top spot, you're building 1 leg. So before very long at all, you are matching 3 points up here. You've already got 9 points that you max out at that spot. That's been happening for several weeks and months. And now you can match 3 to 3. And so you'll be getting another $1,000 at that level. Once you match 6 to 6, you'll be getting $2,000. And of course, you're eating into that 9 on the left side. But because of what you built from your lower spot, those points are coming up every week. You're getting more than 9, but it maxes at 9. So you don't have to worry about that eating into that 9, because every new week you got 9 sitting there. And you can also get up to 9 points on your right side at your top grid. So now you qualify for $3,000, or you can turn that into hash or cash. As long as you got that cash potential that you've been building up at your top spot, you're able to tap into this, and now you're getting $9,000 a week for those 9 mines that you purchased. You spent $9,000 to come on into Texit Coin. You got 2 additional free, so your top grid is functioning as if it's got 11 mines, and so you're producing all those coins there. The other 2 spots are not producing coins. They are just tracking your numbers as going up and giving you the opportunity of building $9,000 a week out of your tracking centers. So you can see the potential of why you need to get 9 mines if you can to get this happening for you. Now, here's what's happening in the month of August. What is so powerful about the opportunity that we have now is up until this point, you still could buy up to 9 mines over a period of time. If you didn't do it within the first 30 days, you didn't get those 2 free mines, but you still get 9 mines. But your tracking centers or revenue producing centers were placed at the very bottom of the organization that you had built. So it wasn't a much of an incentive to buy those additional mines because you'd have to build them both out at the very bottom of your placement tree. But now we've got the technology to put those 2 tracking centers or revenue centers right up underneath the top of your original spot. How good is that? Why is that? Because it's now capturing all those points that are coming up through your existing binary organization. Let me jump onto my laptop and show you how that works. All right, here we are. Let me log into my laptop and show you how this works. All right, so here we are in my placement tree in my account with minetxc.com. So I bought additional mines. I had 1 mine in this account, and as you can see at the very top, this is Monday morning right now that I'm doing this video for you, and you can see I've got 18 points on my left side and 41 points on my right side. So at my very top spot, I was qualifying for $3,000 on a weekly basis, or I could buy the Texit coin with that or get hash. It's my choice based upon the default in my profile setting for my commission for that week. Now, I went ahead and bought 8 more mines. I did not qualify for the additional 2 because it's been long since 30 days since I first joined. I've been with Texit Coin now 7 months. But you can see below, I've got my 2 extra tracking centers now that have been placed there right above all my binary group. And so the 18 points I have on my left and 41 points on my right, again, this is Monday morning, are flowing through those 2 tracking centers, and they're being placed on my left side and my right side. So if you're an existing miner with a binary organization and you buy up to 9 mines, you'll get these extra spots added at the very top, which will capture all the points flowing through. Now, all I need to do is begin to build on my left side at that secondary spot, and I will be matching 3 on my right to whatever points are flowing up on my left and getting $1,000 at that point. As I build it up to 6 on a regular basis, it'll be $2,000. If I build it up to 9, it's $3,000 on a weekly basis coming out of my secondary point. Okay? And the reason why I can get cash for that is because it's sharing the cash potential of my top spot. So you may not be sponsoring at this level on a regular basis, but nevertheless, the cash potential you built up from the top spot is being used to give you my cash or my Texit coin at my secondary spot. All right? And so I can build up to 9 points on a regular basis, and that secondary spot will be producing $3,000 on a weekly basis. When I'm happy with that, I can come over now to my right side and start building my left leg on my right side until that reaches 9 to 9 on a regular weekly basis, and I'll be pulling out $3,000 at that point, or getting my Texit coin instead or hash instead for that spot. Once I get hash in that spot, it'll start producing coins at that spot. So if I want to get 200 hash, 300 hash, 400, 500 hash, whatever, that hash is the production of another mine. So these extra spots, which were just normally pass-throughs from the beginning, but I've turned them into revenue centers, but now I'm turning them into actually coin production centers. You start to understand the power of this? So you want to get into this early before all the mines are sold so that there's hash available for you, Megahash, so you can start building the Megahash in these 2 additional spots that you've got. Now, you'll need emails for these spots because they function as if they're independent spots, because they are. When you get your 9 mines at your first spot and you open up therefore the 2 other spots, you'll get additional coins that will come to you in the mail. This will actually be what you scan in on your blockchain mint app or your Texit coin wallet and be able to track these centers as well based upon the code that you're using. These will be cold storage wallets at both of these spots. So you get additional coins that activate these tracking centers for you. So you need to be able to get into that on the back end and look at your office. So that'll be in mindtxc.com. So you'll be providing 2 additional emails for those additional spots that you got so that you can log into that. Let me look at my original spot up here, see what that's looking like. So you see over here on the right-hand side, my original spot has $46,000 in cash potential. That's being spread across my other 2 spots at this point so that they can use in that. Now let me log into one of those centers and you'll see what that looks like. I'll log out of this one and log into my other center because I provide additional emails, unique emails for those spots. And if you're creating an email, you may want to use something that's already in your placement tree so that you know what those emails for. Just create a couple of Gmails and make sure you have control over those emails. You don't want to put your mother's email in here or your daughter's email just to use up an email, because then you won't be able to verify your login when they send you a code, when you're editing your particular profile. So make sure those emails that you provide, you have control over those. Let me log out. And I'm going to log back in using my provided emails. I'm in my second spot. And as you can see, I've got no hash because all my mines were in that very top spot. I have no cash potential, but it is sharing from that. Okay, so that's really just a passing through right now. Those spots are for me. However, now, buckle yourself down and hold on to your false teeth, because I'm going to share something with you that'll blow your mind. You can go into your order menu and you can buy more hash. That's more mines. You can buy up to 9 mines. So I'm going to come in here to add hash. Remember, I'm in my secondary spot that's just a flow through of points. So here I can buy additional mines, the same grid that I used when I originally started. So I can come down here and buy 9 mines for that. And can I get the free promotion? Yes. Why is that? Because those 2 new spots are brand new. I got 30 days in those 2 new spots to get those free mines. If you pass the 30 days when you originally got those spots, that's fine. You can still buy 9 mines for those spots. But if they're brand new because you just bought up to 9 mines and got those 2 free spots, you can come down here and get 9 mines and 2 free ones in this center right here. Now, when I come to my account in my secondary spot, this would show 1,100 megahash if I bought 9 mines. All right, my cash potential can stay at 0 if I'm not sponsoring anybody at that point, because it's sharing in the cash potential from my original spot, which I got more cash potential in there than I can ever pull out because of the people that I've sponsored, and that they buy 9 mines, 6 mines, 3 mines. I get $1,000 in my cash potential for each mine that they purchase, the people that I'm sponsoring into this opportunity. So my cash potential can stay at 0 because I'm sharing it from the top spot. Okay, and as soon as I get hash power in here from mines that I'm purchasing or turning my commission back into hash, then it'll be producing coins at this level, and you'll be able to see that going up. And then once you've done that, you can concentrate on your third spot, log into that with your unique email for that spot, go to order and buy new hash for that, and you'll be able to produce mines in that particular spot by going to add hash and adding packages there. Remember, you got 30 days to get those additional ones free. So you could start off with 3 or 4, but within 30 days of those spots becoming available to you, you can buy the number of mines you need to get those free ones. That is incredibly powerful. Why? Because at the end of the day, you need coin production to get the wealth that you want to generate through this opportunity. So we just broke the rule. The rule is you cannot buy more than 9 mines. Well, we really didn't break it, but we found a way to add to that rule. You cannot purchase more than 9 mines, but you've created 2 additional tracking centers, revenue centers, that have their own coin, their own unique email, login, etc. So now you can buy 9 mines for that spot and 9 mines for the other one. So you can buy 27 mines and get additional ones free if you qualify within 30 days. That is extremely powerful. And I wanted you to know this so that you can position yourself for this tremendous opportunity. Now, what do you think those spots are worth? Let me look at my tree again. And another thing to know is that those extra spots that appeared when you bought your 9 mines, they are now in the compensation plan of the time frame when they were created. So in my situation, I have my original spot as an early adopter. That was a time frame when I came in. However, I just purchased up to 9 mines a few days ago, and I got 2 new spots. Those 2 new spots are in the launchies compensation plan. So you need to understand that they will be operating based upon the compensation plan at the time when they were created. Now, what do you think these tracking centers or revenue centers are worth? A lot of money. I could actually sell one of my spots. If I've got enough money coming through and I'm happy with all that, one of these spots over here that's actually got 41 points in it right now, and it's Monday morning, is worth a lot to someone. I could sell my spot for $75,000, and it'd be worth that to somebody to come in at this point. One leg is already being built, and they only need to build one leg, and they would start matching 3 to 3, 6 to 6, 9 to 9, and start immediately making money out of that particular spot and the coins that they could be producing out of that spot. So maybe I could sell that, and there's no hash power in it at all. It's just a flow through that's making commission. They could go in there and now buy those additional hash or mines through that order menu and build that up to actually a place where they're producing coins themselves. So I can sell that spot. People have done that, $30,000 for a spot. So think about that. Or you could get it building up, do that yourself. And now when all the mines run out of the Texit Coin network, there's 1 million mines. So there's 100 million megahash in that mine. Once all that megahash has gone, either through buying that megahash, buying mines, or actually getting rewarded with megahash, once 100 million megahash is used up in that network, there's no more megahash. There's no more points that have been generated. Nobody can buy any more mines. So all the points disappear. That means commission disappears. All the hash disappears. You can't be increasing your hash. The level that you're at, when all the mines sell, is the level you'll stay at. You can't increase anymore. You can actually go and sell your coins, buy coins. It's a coin issue at that point in time. So at that point, how much do you think this spot is worth? I've already got 2 other spots, but how much will that spot be worth when you cannot buy any more mines? Just think of that. Ask the person who sent this video to you to get you linked up to the first 3 videos. If not, you can go on to where this video is playing and subscribe, and that way you'll be notified of the new videos coming out. All right, all the best. You better go and take some aspirin, calm that migraine down that you just got. All right, we'll catch up with you soon. Bye now.